In this video, I'll explain what each group type is used for and how they differ. So let's begin with Teams and Microsoft 365 groups. So a Microsoft 365 group is designed for collaboration. It automatically creates shared resources like Outlook Mailbox and Calendar, SharePoint Site, Planner, and OneNote. So this group type manages who can access shared content across Microsoft 365. On the other hand, a team is a Microsoft 365 group with Microsoft Teams feature enabled. So it uses the same members and permission, but adds channels and chat, meetings, and real-time collaboration. So every team is a Microsoft 365 group, but not every Microsoft 365 group is a team. So let's start creating a team. In this case, we need to add the name of the team. Let's call it network administration. Let's click on next. Now here we need to specify who's going to be the owner of this team. The owner will be able to add, delete member, edit team details, etc. So in this case, let's add Alexander. So now the members, they will have access to the team, also including, as it says here, the chats, the channel, and the files. So let's add some people here. Then click on next. So let's put networking as the email associated with this team. So with this email, people inside of the organization can reach out the whole team with this email, right? So in case that we need to email the members of this team. Now we need to specify the privacy of the group. The public one, let people join the team without approval, and the private, only the owner can add people to the team. So in this case, it's going to be private. Click on next. Here we can see the settings that we have configured for the team. In case that we need to edit anything, we can just click on it and it's going to take you to that point. So let's click on add team. Okay, now let's click on close. Now, as we can see here, we have the network administration, and also we can see here that, of course, as it is a Microsoft 365 group, but it has team enabled. That's why here there is a column that says Teams status. Okay, so now let's see what we can configure for these groups. So from here we can email the team. We can also open this team. Let's open it right from the web. So as we can see here, we have our team, and by default, it creates a general channel. So we can view the site in SharePoint. Also, we can delete this team. So in the general tab, we can see basic information. We can change any information here. We can also modify the email address. We can see all the information about it. Also, we can edit the URL for the site in SharePoint. In the membership, we can see the owner, we can add owners, we can add members, and also we can add site visitors. So site visitors are people that have view-only permission for the SharePoint site for this specific team. In the channel, we can create multiple channel as we desire. As we can see here, by default, we have the general. We can add more channel here. For example, let's put testing. We have two types of channel. We have the standard, so that means that everyone on the team has access. So right now there are 3 members. Okay, I forgot how many members, but let's say that if there are 3 members for the team, the 3 people will be able to see the new channel that we are creating. If we select private, I will need to specify who has access to those channels, and also we need to specify an owner. So let's put it private. So in this case, yeah, we have 3 people set. Okay, so I will be the owner and create. So then I need to specify who will be able to access to the channel. So as we can see here, we can see the membership. I can, for example, add members to this. In this case, I'm gonna be the member and Albert. So as we can see here, as I'm the owner, I don't need to be like included, so I can just remove myself. Perfect. So you can open in Teams. I mean, you can just see it here. As you here, can have like a little look icon saying that it's private. We can also delete it. We can change the name of the channel or also add a description. So let's go back, and here for the settings, so here we can make changes for the team, like for channels, the email. In this case, if I need people outside of the organization to be able to send email to this team, I can check mark here. I can change the privacy of the team. I can control like the external file sharing. Remember that this team has a SharePoint site where documents and files are stored, so I can control here what they can do for the sharing. If there is any sensitive label assigned to this group, here we can make modification for the channel in case that I want the members to be able to add more channel or edit the existing channel. If I want that, I can make changes to the private channel, and also if I want the members to be able to delete channels. So I will disable all of these. Also, we have option here for people like to be able to edit the message that they sent. Let's say that somebody mistyped something and they are trying like to change what they type. So we need to leave this check mark. Also for people to delete the sent messages. So let's leave it like that and save. So these are the settings associated with the Team 365 group. So now let's go to the 365 group. In this case, let's call it management, just to put a name. Let's click on next. Now we need to assign the owner of this group. In this case, I will be the owner too. Let's click on next. Let's add a member. In this case would be Javier. So here we have almost the same settings, right? Like the email of the group, the privacy. In this case, it's gonna be private. So here we see basically the key difference between the team and the Microsoft 365 group, like the little different. The little different is that to the Microsoft 365 group, you can assign roles. So as we can see, when the 365 group has teams enabled, it can be assigned, roles cannot be assigned to it. So if we unchecked this option here for teams, now we are able to assign role, and when it has roles assigned, you can't enable team for this group. So basically this is the difference. Here you can decide whether to add teams to the Microsoft 365 group or not, and also that you can assign role. Also keep in mind that the roles is only available if the group is private. As you can see here, if the group is public, you will not be able to add roles. So in this case, we are not going to assign roles, and we don't want to create like a teams for this group. So let's leave it like that and create. So let's close. So now let's go for a management group. Here we have like similar option, except that we don't have the teams one. Here we have the option to enable teams for this group, but remember, if you are going to use the group for role assignments, you will not be able to add teams here. So even though if you close it here, you can see that it's gonna pop up again. So we have basically the same settings here associated to the group, the same setting for the membership, and in the case of these settings, you will not see like the channel or message related option, but then everything else is basically the same. So, and basically those are the key difference between the team and the Microsoft 365 group. As I said at the beginning, they are basically the same. this one is built on the top of this one, just that has teens feature enabled. So you can export the group here. So now let's go to the distribution list. Okay, so there is something that I forgot to mention. It's about the deletion of the group. So when deleting a group, you have up to 30 days to restore the data and also the group. So example, let's delete the management group, right? We go to deleted groups. So let's refresh. Here we can pick on restore group. And as we can see here, the group has been restored, also including the email conversation, group notebook, etc. So we go to active teams and groups. We will see here the management group. So now let's go to the DLs. Okay, for the distribution list, we use it for communication, only for email communication, to send an email to a group of people, in this case, the members of the distribution list. It doesn't provide access to anything or doesn't create any SharePoint site. So let's click on add. The distribution group in this case would be marketing. I would be the owner. Let's put Annie as a member. We can always change the domain name, name for the emails of the groups. If you need to allow people from outside to email this DL, you can check mark this option. In this case, it would be internal. Okay, so then here, this DL dot that you see at the beginning, this is because of a naming conversion that I did on Exchange Admin Center. So here you can see and make changes for the email address, the name, and the description of the DL. You can also change the membership of the group, and from here you can allow people from outside to email this DL, and you can make more advanced setting from Exchange Admin Center, as for example the naming conversion that I did for the distribution list. So basically this is all for distribution list. So we have the security group. Security group let the administrators to assign permission to resources like application, license size, SharePoint size, and conditional access policy. Also, we have mail enabled security group that also has like the same function as distribution list. So it has an email account associated with it so that you can reach out the members of the security group. So let's start with for this one, let's put it like MS. Here you need to enable this option for the role assignments eligibility. So let's create group. And let's go for our, how we call it? MS, right? Yeah, I forgot it. So you can see basic information from here about this group. You can also here assign the roles. So it looks okay. Now it's completely created. So you can modify the name in the description. You can also add the roles to this group. Of course, I want to leave. You can make changes for the membership, and also you can add the licenses to this group. So the members of this group will inherit the license and the roles that you assign to it. Then we have the mail enable. It's almost the same. Let's put it. So in this case, will be the owner, and so with this, you allow people from outside of the organization to email the security group. In this case, I won't activate that function. So here you can see that the DL was applied to this mail enabled security group, and it's because it has like the same function as a distribution list. That's why the naming convention from distribution list was applied to this mail enabled security group. So you have almost the same, but here you can see that you have the email address information that you can make changes to it. And also for the settings, you can let people from outside to email the security group. So basically that's what we can do with the security groups. We can see like the key difference, that is only the email address, as we saw before. So also, the last but not the least is that if you delete a security group, not a mail enabled security group, but just a normal security group, for example, let's remove both of them, right? Let's delete them. Let's close. Okay, now we can go to deleted groups here. And here, okay, let's wait a couple of, at least 1 minute. Okay, so it looks like that I missed the normal security group. So let's go back. Okay. Let's delete it. Let's go back to the list. And now here, restore. And now we will be able to see the security group listed here. So that will be all. If you have any question, any doubt, please leave in the comment, and see you in the next video.